Hello and greetings, fellow online searchers. Today we will be discussing ScienceDirect reference module in Earth systems and environmental science. My name is Efren Hernandez, and I hope you enjoy this wonderful tutorial on how to explore ScienceDirect reference module in Earth systems and environmental science. So, our ideal users for this particular database are you guys, the Earth Science and Environmental Studies undergraduate students. This is a great and useful tool that you will use to find a lot of the research projects that you'll need in order to gather accurate and current information if need be. So, our student learning outcomes for today: we will develop a greater understanding of ScienceDirect. We will utilize tools to further enhance your search, explore the various features of ScienceDirect, and why ScienceDirect is best for Earth and environmental science majors. So let's dive in. When we select on the ScienceDirect interface, this is what it looks like. This is the main interface of Earth systems and environmental science, right? So one of the great features about this particular database is the search feature that we have right on top. This is a great feature to use because one of the important things is that it can look up phrases, right? So in this example, I'm going to use California San Andreas, right? Something that's extremely important for those geologists out there. Now, not to say that I'm going to not talk about oceanography or any of the other sciences. I'm just simply using this as an example, and you can definitely input any information that pertains to that particular subject. So once we select a phrase, California San Andreas, our screen will shortly prompt us to our searches. So as a result of just typing in California San Andreas, we conclude with 9,294 results. Whoa! So how can we narrow that down? One of the important features in this particular database are the tools that we have here to the left. You're able to refine your search. You can either do by subscribed journals. You can refine your search by year. You can also refine your search by the type of article that you're looking for. It could be an encyclopedia, book chapters, research articles, review articles. So one of the great things is that you can even click and select on either the year and a particular article type, and this will help us to refine our search so that instead of having 9,294, we can minimize that to possibly even less than 296 or 330. Sorry, my apologies. So another interesting part about this phrase search is that it also highlights and indexes all your key words, such as California, San Andreas, right? It's great to use, and it's an important tool. That this is just a phrase search. It's like the Google search engine, but this is even better because it's reliable references. So another key important feature in this is the advanced search, which we will go to next. So if we select advanced search, this is what the interface looks like. As you can see, California San Andreas is still here. Now, what's important about this particular search is in these texts, only one field is required in order for this to work. Now, however, if you were just to type pages, it'll look for and find that number of pages. If you type 2, it'll try to find a database or an article that only has 2 pages. So it's always important to use the search terms here, or the search bar, in order for you to refine your search. Now, if we were to scroll down from the advanced search feature, we can add a title if there's a particular title that you already know, references, using different references or citations, as well as the ISN or ISBN. Also, another great thing is that if you end up forgetting what you previously searched, you can always look for your recent searches. As an example here, you can see the different things that I've typed in. They're all geological features and fault lines, etc. So another important feature about this is that if we were trying to use wildcards or turnications, those particular tools do not work in this particular search engine. It does not work for the phrase search. As you can see here, I typed in geology with the wildcard, with the asterisk, sorry. And what ends up happening is that wildcards are not supported. I was trying to look for other geologist, geology, different ways in order to refine that. However, that did not work. So phrase searching is your best friend. However, there's one particular search that will work. Now, before going into the search tips, I want to discuss that the only tool that you're able to utilize as a search are the and, or, and not. The Boolean operators are your best friends, but of course, there's more to that than just the Boolean operators. Now, if we select on search tips, what's interesting is that I scrolled down all the way to find, because we talked about Boolean operators, which discussed that in this particular search tip. But one thing that's important is actually the different characters that you can search by, and it provides you with examples. One of the ones that's interesting is the subscript and super subscript in order for you to narrow your search, so, or to refine your search. So if you wanted to find a particular chemical such as NaCl, you can just type in NaCl and it will find that particular chemical. So back to, I apologize if I got that incorrect. However, it's important to know that you can definitely type in NaCl, different chemical compositions, and you'll be able to search for what it is that you're searching for. Another interesting feature here are the spelling variations, the Greek letters and character equivalents, because I know that that's something that comes up a lot in geology, especially when it comes to different terms utilized with both British and American spelling variants. And of course, we have the non-alphanumeric characters, such as bullets, arrows, daggers, and plus signs are ignored. So that's something that will not work from your benefit. However, the other interesting part are the accent characters that do work in the particular phrase search. Now, what I'm going to do is we're going to go back onto the main home page of our search database, the main interface, and what we will do is we will scroll down, and if we were to scroll down from this page, we go to our major works references. This is a really great tool to use. You're able to rapidly find your search, and most important, you can find your subject matter for what it is that you're studying. So this particular database is great to utilize for those students that are in a particular earth science class or environmental studies class, as the main focus are for those particular students. So hopefully we will review briefly of what we talked about for today as our objectives, and today you've developed a greater understanding of ScienceDirect. We utilize tools to further enhance your search, such as the advanced search feature, knowing that it's a phrase search that works properly, knowing that wildcards do not work, as well as knowing that there are particular characters such as the NaCl, H2O, different chemical formulas that will work if you simply type it in the search. And of course, the reason why this is a great database to use, it's because it's directly geared towards reliable sources for those students that are in that particular field of science. So thank you all so much, and I hope you enjoyed my presentation. See you all next time.